I'm also known as Ron Mack in some circles, the hip optimist. But the title I'm most happy about is the husband of the 2019 Arkansas Teacher of the Year. Because she's a smart woman. For some reason, she knows how to marry. Actually, I'm the one that benefited in this arrangement. That's for real. Now, I saw some people clap, and maybe when we said teachers, they really understood. Stood. Okay. The job that teachers do. So, I've been teaching for 29 years. I know. A lot of people look at that and say, woo, because I've seen some of you come up to me and say, God bless you. I wouldn't do that. Somebody needs to be there. I'm glad somebody is there. I've dedicated, sacrificed, donated 29 years to the Little Rock School District. And then as I read literature about education, Ed Weekly had a survey. They went around the nation surveying teachers, and they came up with something. And what they came up, check. What they came up with was bonuses are nice, but they don't help retention. That's right. Teachers want a salary increase.
That's right.
So repeat after me. A bonus is nice to receive.
A bonus is nice to receive.
But a raise is what we need.
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 So I was part of a fellowship called Teach Plus, and our cohorts went out last year, and we surveyed teachers around Arkansas on the subject of recruitment and retention. And pay was the major consideration as to why a teacher would stay in the classroom. And so when you look at it across the nation, 20%, well, our pay is 20% less than anybody else with our same credentials. 60% of us in the teaching profession have other jobs to make ends meet.
That's right.
And 70% of the public, the general public, thinks that we need support as teachers. 70% are behind us. So repeat after me. Professional pay helps teachers stay.
Professional pay helps teachers stay.
Helps teachers stay.
Helps teachers stay.
All right, so raise your hand if you like to be appreciated. Well, you know, if people in this house behind me, in this building, in these four walls behind me, truly believe in appreciation, then they need to recognize my sacrifice. They need to recognize the sacrifice of others here. They need to recognize that donation I put. By donation, I mean buying supplies for kids who don't have supplies. Buying lunch for kids who don't have lunch money. Always looking after kids. I bought books for kids. I bought clothes for kids. They need to think about that. If they truly think we need appreciation, they need to appreciate that. They need to appreciate somebody who's a lot of times being taken advantage of. They need to appreciate the times where we had to just sit down with little LaRon and say, boy, if I was your parent.
Tell the story.
They need to appreciate that.
Yes.
And they need to also appreciate that we have a large profession and we got some people eligible to vote. We got some people eligible to run for office. We got some people who are willing to be a voice in the community.
Yes.
So we need to get activated. Say, get activated.
Get activated.
Get activated.
Get activated.
Because I will end with this. Repeat after me. Teacher appreciation.
Teacher appreciation.
Is compensation.
Is compensation.
Teacher appreciation.
Teacher appreciation.
Is compensation.
Is compensation.
Is compensation.
Is compensation.
Teacher appreciation. Is compensation.
Is compensation.
Is compensation. It's compensation.
You know what it's like to relentlessly pursue results, to celebrate even the smallest victories, to bring others alongside you and change minds and cast vision and tell stories and meet goals. Your job is hard, and your job changes lives, and that's why there's no one better than you, Arkansas educators, to help us as Arkansas legislators do our job better.
Yeah.
And even though sometimes what happens in this building will break your heart and will make you feel like giving up, please know that so many of us support you because we believe that when you have the right support, you can make a difference. Thank you for being here. Have a great school year.
Hello, I'm David Tollett. I'm an Arkansas educator of 21 years and a state legislator. And I just want to say thank you for being here. It's time for Arkansas voices, Arkansas educators to be heard. We've been silent way too long. And as we've been silent, we've watched our profession decline here in the state of Arkansas. And the way we're going to get it back is to get some people in this building who have understanding of what Arkansas educators go through every single day. Let's be clear on why we're here. We are here to expose the systematic problem of teachers' shortages, not only across the nation, but also here in Arkansas. This teacher shortage doesn't come from people not wanting to be educators, but from future professionals who want to make a livable wage in Arkansas without having to work 2 jobs. We are here to expose the funding inadequacy that exists between schools. Educators aren't asking for a bonus. We aren't asking to be rich. We are asking for teachers and support staff to be paid a professional, livable wage. After all, teachers are the backbone on which all other professions exist. It is a tireless and thankless job. When COVID shut down the schools, Arkansas educators answered the call and opened them back up, even at great personal risk to themselves. We answered the call for Arkansas kids. Now we are asking the legislature to answer the call for educators. We now find ourselves in a unique position where Arkansas has the funds to make this investment. Yes, it's an investment into the future generations of Arkansas. Our kids are worth it. They deserve the best. And the best is what they should have no matter what part of Arkansas they live in. Arkansas has increased teacher pay, but not at the rate that is kept up with inflation and the starting salaries of the surrounding states who now seek to poach our educators. We need a competitive starting pay now. Our teachers and kids are worth it. It's time to stand up for the future of our profession. This shouldn't be a partisan issue, but a coming together to support the profession from which all other future professions are born. In closing, there is an old saying, you get what you pay for. So let's pay for the best for all of Arkansas's future generations.
I was trying not to hold the microphone. Okay, I come from the great city of Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And we have been called or considered one of the most impoverished cities in the state. And one thing I want to say is, the median income in Pine Bluff is $39,000. But the starting salary for a beginning teacher is $32,000. Now, you're barely meeting the poverty line. But now in my situation, let me tell you what happened to me. In 2012, I lost my husband. That went from a two household income to one. Now, mind you, I was almost able to get on welfare. Shouldn't be, because I had a bachelor's degree and 2 master's degrees. But yet and still, here it is, 2022, and I'm still not paid what I'm worth. Now, I want to say this. Teachers value their students. We need to get the same treatment legislature. For our students, we have been laughed for too long. It is time for us to get what. So yeah, I'm going to say this and take my seat because everybody else is. Is there, some of you may have heard these words before. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. We have been last for too long. It is now time for Arkansas to set a precedent for other nations. And that's where we're supposed to be at the top. I can get to preaching up here in a minute, but let me say this. A raise is no longer necessary. It's